Welcome back to another What Sold Weekend Edition video. So these are my sales from January 24th until, what is today, the 27th, Monday the 27th, Friday to Monday. Um, I cannot believe it is the end of January already. I don't know. I mean, the month felt like it started off a little slow and kind of sped up super, super fast. So anyway, is anyone else feeling that way? I don't know. All right. Anyway, let's jump into it. First sale is, of course, a longer burger piece. This was one of the stragglers that I hadn't listed yet until about last week. And I am still trying to work through. I'm telling you, it was huge. The lot that I purchased was huge, and it feels like it's never ending. I mean, which is kind of an awesome problem to have. But I think for the most part, I've listed most of the really cool pieces, the really unique, rare pieces. I've listed them and sold most of them. Not all, but most. So now I'm listing a lot of like the basics, the more low dollar items, stuff like that. But I am still working through the rest of that stuff. I get bored and I kind of move on to something else and then move back to it. And, anyway, this little shelf that goes to the baker's rack sold for $39.99 plus shipping. That is an awesome sale. These longer burger shelves, when they are new like this, they do really well. Yeah, so next is a Mary Englebright Happy Valentine's Day outdoor flag. This one is pre-owned. It had a little fading to it and some runs in the fabric, which I did note in the listing. And this was actually picked up in a lot at the flea market last year. I paid $10 for a whole bunch of these, and I think this is maybe the second one to sell. I did take a best offer of $11 plus shipping. I can't wait to get back to the flea market, guys. I'm excited. It opens the first week of April. My local flea market, anyway. My local flea market opens the first week of April and runs through the last week of October. So I am super excited to get back there on the weekend. I usually go on Sunday mornings. All right. Anyway, next, also another Anna Griffin piece. You guys saw that video at the beginning of the month. I had gone to an auction in December, the end of December, right before Christmas, and I purchased a $700 lot of Anna Griffin stuff. So I'm still selling through that. That was a fantastic purchase. I love bulk purchases like that. And this one was just so much fun. So much fun to list. So easy to ship. Just like all around. I would love to find another lot or two of stuff like this in bulk. And you never know, I might. Very good odds of it. You never know. All right. Anyway, this particular set of rub-on transfers sold for $25 plus shipping. Next, we have this little girl I have had for, and I wanted to write this down to see what the offer was I took, and I totally forgot. I have had this for going on 4 years. Now, some of these reborn babies, they are supposed to be very realistic looking. These range in price. This was from an artist named Sheila Michael. I guess hers don't do as well. Some people do this as like a hobby. They make these, I think they take these dolls, they start with a very basic silicone form, and they paint it and add the hair, and it's kind of like a model. And some of those like sell for thousands, which is insane. This, not so much. I don't remember. I bought this off of Marketplace, I believe. I don't remember what I even paid for it at this point. But I did list it high just, to see what I would get for it. And it's in a very big box, and like I said, it sat for almost 4 years, so I was excited to take any offer on this and get it out of the way. scrolling here on my phone to see what I actually accepted on this. It sold for, and the hair on this is shedding a little bit. I took an offer of $78, $78 plus shipping, and it went international. Okay, next is another Anna Griffin toile sediments, embellishments. These are stickers. This set sold for $30 plus shipping. I had 2 of these. The next one sells in a couple tabs away here. Another Longaberger piece. I should just call these the Longaberger and Anna Griffin videos for the time being. I mean, I'm telling you. But that goes to show, the more you list of something, the more you're going to sell of it. And the more you list in general, the more you're going to sell. So anyway, this is a small Longaberger Woven Traditions cornflower blue small serving platter tray. This is actually smaller than it looks, but it sold for $15 plus shipping, also from my lot. Then I sold this Hallmark Legends in Flight, this aircraft. A gentleman, and for some reason I didn't have measurements of this, but a gentleman messaged me and asked me what the wingspan was. I got back to him. He said, you know, he has one similar, but it's smaller, so he wanted the larger. So he said, you know, if you send me an offer, I will buy it now. So I sent him a $30 offer, and he bought it right away. So, yeah, and I don't remember where this one came from. I do have a couple different airplanes. Okay, then I sold this Birthday Wishes Barbie, red hair, aqua dress. She sold for $59.99 plus shipping. I picked her up last March on the way home when my friend Michelle and I, if you guys are new here, my friend Michelle and I took a trip to Georgia last March for Peaches to the Beaches yard sale. And on the way back, we stopped at an estate sale, and then we also, which was on video, but then we also popped into an indoor flea market, which never made it to video. It was a long day at that point. But anyway, I purchased a whole bunch of Barbies from a lady for $100. I don't remember even how many I got at this point, but they were all red-headed Barbies, which she collected. And she explained to me that the red-headed Barbies were a little more rare, which I was not aware of at the time. And then I kind of looked into it, and I realized that, yeah, they do seem to sell for a bit more money. And it seems to be less of them available. So I do have a couple left, but I would say over half of them have sold already been in the profit zone. But anyway, this one sold, like I said, $59.99. All right, next is a Drawl Designs hydrangea divided dish. I took a $42 best offer on this plus shipping. This came from an estate sale, and I can't remember what I paid for it. I want to say maybe around $10. I love this Drawl Design stuff. It is like hand painted. It's just very, artsy pottery stuff, and I really like finding this. I don't find it very often, but every time I have found it, it has been from somewhere in Jersey. This is the back, the signature on the back of these pieces. They're always kind of funky. It reminds me slightly of Mackenzie Child stuff, but not quite. Okay, next is two Longaberger pottery pasta bowls, new in the box, also out of the large lot. These sold for $49.99 plus shipping. Another Anna Griffin piece. This is the second set that I had of these tall sediments. So yeah, both of those are gone now. Next is a Body Shop Drops of Youth cream. This sold for $39 with free shipping. I think in the last video I sold the serum or the oil or whatever. I bought 4 pieces of this back in November at the giant indoor yard sale. I paid 4 for 10, I believe. And yeah, I have one left of this and one left of the serum. Not too shabby. All right, this I paid $10 for back in either late October. I think it was the beginning of November. Again, my friend Michelle and I, we're always shopping together. We go out a lot together and shop. And we were at another indoor flea market that we happened upon at the very end of the day. And it never made it to video. I don't know what we were doing, but it was just like, you know, the tail end of the day, you're kind of tired, but you're like, oh, I just found this, so we have to stop. But I didn't film there. But I did pick this up, this Joan Rivers bow kind of pin. I picked this up for $10 and it sold for $39.99 with free shipping. All right. Next, this also came from the auction where I got all of the Anna Griffin stuff. If you guys haven't watched that video, you can go check that out. But anyway, this came in one of the lots that I purchased. I don't remember which lot at this very point in time, but it came in one of the lots. I think it might have been the $25 lot. But anyway, this sold for $29.99 with free shipping. I priced this with the free shipping because there was another seller that had multi-quantity of these, also selling them for $29.99 with free shipping. So I wanted to stay competitive. And usually when you do have multi-quantity of something and you have sales on that item, it does get pushed up in search. So, but shockingly enough, mine sold before any more of the other sellers did. So also because when you have a new listing, that is also up in search. So, and it did, I think it did sell pretty much right after I listed it. So kind of a cool piece, manual butter churn. I almost thought about keeping this. Like, I have time to be churning butter. Like, what am I, crazy? So I did not keep it, obviously. But I just thought it would be kind of cool. Like 10 minutes and you have your own fresh churned butter. Then I realized also, you know, by the time you buy that big thing of heavy cream, you're already paying more than what you would pay for the butter. And you're spending the time to churn it. I don't know. Anyway, obviously, you know, that lofty notion went in and out of my head real quick. Anyhow, moving on, we have a set of, this also came from that auction in one of the lots I purchased, a set of Lock and Lock pickling canisters. These sold for $20 plus shipping. Next is, and I think I had some of these in last week's video, a set of Pure One icicle Christmas ornaments. This particular buyer purchased 2 of them, I believe. I believe he purchased the last 2 that I had. I have sold 7 of these in the past couple weeks. As I mentioned last time, I purchased a bunch of stuff from a local contact that I have. She is clearing out, downsizing some stuff in her house, and she had all this stuff like brand new, sitting in totes, and she asked me if I wanted to come over and check it out and buy some of it, and yes, of course I did. So I went over twice the past couple weeks and purchased 2 different lots of stuff from her, 2 different bundles. So I don't really have an individual price because we did work out like a bundle deal. Anyway, next, another Anna Griffin die cut set. This sold for $23 plus shipping. Next is another Anna Griffin piece. This is so cute, the little dogs. These sold for $30 plus shipping. And then we have 4 Lenox Presidential Monroe dinner plates. These sold for $40 plus shipping. I purchased back in November at an estate sale. Also didn't make it to video. I need to try to get more of this stuff on video this year. That's my goal. You know, sometimes there are certain sales that are not great to film at. Certain times, like the end of the day, are also not fantastic for me because I'm a little tired and I just kind of want to, you know, go in and buy and whatever. So I'm thinking maybe on days like that, I will just kind of try to do maybe shorter like Instagram reels to show like cool things that I'm picking up, or something like that. Something like that for the stuff that doesn't make it to video. I am going to try to get more on video this year. That is my goal, because I want to try to get back to that 4-day-a-week schedule with videos. So I do want to try to not let as much go unfilmed or undocumented in some way or another. So like I said, I may do some of the late day stuff to kind of boost my activity over on Instagram and put more of it there or whatever. But anyhow, so if you're not following me on Instagram, go give me a follow, Gemini Thrifts. That's same thing as I am here. So anyway, back to this. I purchased a whole set of this Lenox for $150 at this estate sale. I've already sold all of the bowls. I had two. I listed those in 2 different lots of 4. So I've already sold those for like 110. I sold a vegetable dish for, I believe, 125. And now I've sold these plates. So yeah, this stuff is steadily selling. All right, moving on. Next item is another Longaberger piece that was kind of straggling. I just listed this last week. This is the tree trimming peppermint twist basket. This also, I've found this plenty of times with the coasters inside. This piece did not have the coasters, but otherwise it's all new in box, new old stock. It was just, consultant inventory that I purchased that was just sitting for, years in boxes. Anyway, like I said, this particular set did not have the coasters, but sold pretty quick for $50 plus shipping. Next, if you guys watch one of my recent thrifting videos, I picked this up for, I believe, $5.99, but don't hold me to it. I don't always remember these things after the fact. Anyway, I picked this up thrifting recently, and I do believe it was $5.99. And it sold for $49.99 plus shipping. Yadro catnap figurine. I thought the subject matter of this was going to sell it pretty fast with the cute little cat and dog. All right, next is an Anna Griffin lace edge cut and embossed dies. The dies sold really well for me, and I do still have some left, but most of them have sold now. Compared to what I had, but this set sold for $40 plus shipping. Same buyer also purchased two different lots of this metallic and vellum card layers for $19.99 a piece plus shipping as well. All right, then I sold this Longaberger small serving basket with the liner, sold for $35 plus shipping. Next, we have more Anna Griffin. This was one of my favorite sets, and I was shocked that it didn't sell right away. This took a few weeks to sell. The Haunted House easel dies. I don't know. I just thought this set looked really cool. All right, next is a Harmony Kingdom Ed Safari trinket box. This sold for $29.99 plus shipping. This I picked up, I would say at least a year ago at an estate sale. I think a lot of these are so cool. They don't sell as fast or as well as they used to, but I think these Harmony Kingdom boxes are pretty neat. All right, next is another Longaberger piece, Hershey's Kisses tie-on. I had 11 of these. I have 7 left, so I've sold 4 of them for $19.99 plus, or no, with free shipping. They just tie on the baskets. All right, another Anna Griffin piece, Quotes and Flowers card toppers. These sold for $25 plus shipping. Then we have 4 Oneida Heirloom Juilliard dinner forks. These sold for $39.99 with free shipping. I purchased the whole box, a whole set of these for, and I think it was like service for 8. I believe I had, maybe not. Maybe it was service for 12 because I sold 3 of these. So, and I put them all in lots of 4. So I think the teaspoons though, I had extra teaspoons. Anyway, I made a good profit. I think I have 1 set of the place spoons left, but I've sold all of the other like spoons, salad forks, I may have some knives. I do have the knives left too, I believe. And I don't know. I sold a ton of this though over the holidays. This was definitely a good pickup. I do like that pattern. Anyway, next is a Longaberger inaugural pewter star tie-on. This sold for $12.99 with free shipping. Also a recent listing that I, like I said, slowly getting the rest of this stuff up here. Then I sold this Longaberger single bunt pan. This sold for $25 plus shipping. Next is another tie-on. This is a chef hat. This also clips on. You can do it either way, I guess. This sold for $14.99 with free shipping. Then we have a vintage celluloid picture frame. This came out of one of the auction boxes, out of one of the lots as well. The prices for these frames are all over the place, so I wasn't quite sure where to list it, so I just kind of put it at like $23. That's one of my go-to numbers for some reason. And it sold for best offer of $15 plus shipping. And I believe this went to a viewer. This went to Maria, and I believe she is a viewer, but I could be wrong. I'm not entirely sure. She is a repeat buyer, though. So thank you for your purchase if you're a viewer. Next is a pair of Nikes. These are like kind of like booties. I don't know. They're kind of unique. These I took a best offer of $20 plus shipping. These came from a rummage, but I can't remember which one. Next, we have another Longaberger piece. This is a handbag. This sold for $29.99 plus shipping. Also came from the big lot of Longaberger. Another item, this flare basket protector. So don't discard these protectors. Although I find them boring to list, I really do. They sell. This one sold for $12 plus shipping. I still have a lot of the protectors I need to list. I've been waiting to see if I can match them up with any of the baskets that need them that I have left, but I don't know. That's been the struggle. I think that's been my big struggle too, because the last of this lot, I've been trying to see if I can match pieces up, and it's just, you know, looking for lids for this one, and it's just, I'm at the point where I'm just going to list everything just kind of as it is, just to get it done. All right. Another Anna Griffin piece. This is some of the cardstock. This set sold for a set of 48 pieces of cardstock, sold for $36 plus shipping. I think they sell for like 48 on her website. So, and certain patterns are now discontinued. So, you know, you have to get them on eBay if you want them. Next, also from one of the boxes from, you know, the lot of Anna Griffin stuff, also had some Cricut stuff and stuff like that. This little Bluetooth adapter sold for $59.99 with free shipping. Then I sold another Longaberger handle gripper. This sold for $23. I guess it goes like on the handle of the basket. Sold for $23 with free shipping. Then we have a little 5-piece of Hawthorne Christmas Village hockey players. I just listed these last night. They sold pretty quick for $25 plus shipping. When I purchased, I mentioned it before in other videos, I purchased a whole bunch of Christmas Village buildings, which I still need to list most of them. This was in a box of accessories that came with it. So I've started to kind of part those out. So yeah, these sold pretty quick. And then I sold the Space Maker that was in yesterday's video, the Space Maker Black & Decker under cabinet can opener. I believe this went to possibly a viewer. I know also a repeat buyer, Valerie. Thank you for your purchase. If you're seeing this, not entirely sure, because I do have repeat buyers that are not viewers. So you never know. Anyway, as I said in yesterday's video, new in box, these go for over $100. This is a good model, the EC600. This particular one, however, it's in very good shape. It does work, as I show in the video, but it is missing the hardware to mount it under the cabinet, which is basically just screws, and it would be like, I guess, considered maybe like a spacer, like plastic spacers, but you could also just buy regular, like the metal ring spacers or like whatever. You can find that at the hardware store. But anyway, so it doesn't have the hardware, so I just listed it. I priced it to sell, paid $4 for it, sold for $36 plus shipping. But with the hardware, I would have priced it higher. And definitely, if it was new in the box, it would have been over $100, which, like I said, is pretty awesome. You got to keep an eye out. The Black & Decker Space Makers come in many different models. Some of them, like this one is the Hideaway, goes for a little bit more. There are some that are more like open front. There are some that also have like bottle openers attached to it, and like just all random things. These are vintage. These are vintage. They're not like currently selling these anymore. Okay, and then lastly, we have another Longaberger piece. This is another basket, as you can see. I did have a green one that I sold earlier on in the year, past couple months, whatever. And now I found the red one. So I listed this not even 2 weeks ago, and now this one sold for $39.99 plus shipping. So yes, a lot of Longaberger and a Griffin this weekend. Hopefully you guys aren't bored to death with all this stuff, but you know, what are you going to do when you have so much of it? It's, you know, it's what's always selling. So anyway, that's going to wrap it up. I hope you guys have enjoyed this video, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.